What the fuck? Well, this is literally the flop of my nightmares. Holy shit. We actually lost. Could there actually... I guess if Abaddon and Ursa were zigzagged here, that would be worse for me. That's the one way this could be worse for me. Holy shit. GG. It's over. We just lose, right? We got the good hand, though. It feels bad, though. Ow. Tree goes face. She likes face.
I'm basically 1/8 gay.
It should be here. It should be here, right? Because the aura is a non-factor now. Because the rebel's just gonna eat it no matter what. And we want to curve into the melee creep.
If I'm lucky, I'll survive this.
Go to a tree. So now we need a melee creep here. We want a melee creep to spawn here. So that we can play the Satyr Duelist outside of, in front of the PA. We don't want to be forced to play something into the PA. So one melee creep spawn mid would be ideal. Will you stop playing Gwent? That's a great question. I already have. Good question, though. So this is spooky. An interesting thing about this situation, if he puts Sorla left and we abandon left, we might just have that kind of like rush win condition. We've got a good hand for aggro. If he puts Sorla left and we call him, we could just like choke him out in these other two lanes. Could choke him out hard. We got the melee creep spawn we wanted mid. This mid is perfect. We can play the Satyr here. Hope he doesn't have Slay. Feels great. Farvan into left feels bad. That feels the opposite of good. Maybe Farvan left feels good. I mean, Bristle takes 2 turns to kill it, right? If this Sorla goes left, he is taking our tower real fast. And if he has a TP, he can just get out. This is like a ballsy play. Putting Farvan right is just like the big balls move. If he puts Sorla right, it's better to put Farvan right. I think. If he puts Sorla left, it might be better to put Farvan right.
5 seconds remaining.
He got the arrow. We're good. Easy bristle into creep. And this is like why Angry Hedgehog is not as good of a hero as it looks. Like, it looks okay, it's a good hero. I'm not saying it's a bad hero, but like, I think to a lot of new players it'll look insane. If you're coming from other card games, heroes that have just ridiculous stat lines look insane until you're like, oh wait, you can't actually really control what you attack half the time. And then it's like, oh, okay. Yo, welcome to the 1/8 gay club, Jaboomafu. And sorry for the 10-minute delay on reading that out. I actually hate streaming with a delay. So I used to play Gwent tournaments without a delay at all, and I mean, honestly, I never really like tryharded in Gwent, so it was kind of okay doing, but I actually kind of like want to win these artifact tournaments, so it's like I have to stream with a delay, and that feels kind of shitty, but it's also probably necessary. So the Satyr Duelist into this armor aura feels pretty good. Sometimes he slays me, and that feels bad, but like, what's the benefit, right? So what I could do is pass here, wait for him to use something first. If he has Slay, I think he has to use it, right? He's got so many black 4s and 3s in his deck. If he has Slay, I think he has to use it on this melee creep. If he slays this melee creep, I just won the game by passing there. Slay me, daddy. So it's more likely he's just going to play like Assault Ladders or Gold Mine here. Okay, he's smart. We can't pass against this guy anymore. He knows what's up. He's too smart. We might have screwed ourselves by passing there. I mean, we still got the Satyr Duelist to deploy, but maybe he saves Slay for the Sorla to go face. And this is why passing is kind of a risky move. Like, he had a play there and he declined using it because I think he read what we were doing. He called our bluff, basically. So if you can gain reactivity by passing, it's a huge game-winning play. Like, if this guy actually slay this creep, we win. If he plays Iron Fog Goldmine, then we can develop the Satyr, and assuming he has Slay in hand, which is a 2-of in his deck, I'm going to respect that. If he plays Goldmine, then we can Satyr, and then it's like, he gets the Slay at 1 turn later, which is good for us. Because I don't want Slater to die right away. That's interesting. So he has double Aphotic Shield, and that will kill my Ursa. Because the Retaliate stacks. Oh, he's just saving his dude. So he doesn't have a second aphotic shield then. So Retaliate does stack, which means Ursa has 1 armor off of the Farvan, but because... So the second aphotic shield would put it to... Instead of Retaliate 2 and Retaliate 2, it becomes Retaliate 4, which means 2 aphotic shields will count 1 instance against armor. Which means it would have killed my Ursa, so he can't have it. TP Scroll is just one of these good items.
15 seconds remaining.
And he's burned his items now. Now that he's burned his items, contesting the Bristleback feels better as an option. We want the Sorla to hit face. Sorla's going into the PA mid. I don't know. The fact that he passed back on his mid is maybe the turning point of this game. That was a big deal for him that he called that. If he hadn't called that, I feel very happy about this game.
15 seconds remaining.
I want to go into PA with this, I think. Which means this feels good. It looks like an overcommitment, right, if we do this, actually. Because we have the Satyr developed there already. We don't mind stacking these black heroes in the same lane, because we don't have a black heavy hand. The most important thing, like, look at this hand. We need to split out our green heroes so we can play these cards, but no blacks in the hand means we can just put them all together. So DI is an amazing top deck here. Now, we didn't block the Bristle, unfortunate, and this is the Red Mist Pillager that we didn't respect. So now the game is officially on a clock. I'm kind of okay with this. It's scary. We need to end this game very fast in these other 2 lanes. That is scary. I'm scared. I'm not okay with this. So DI is powerful. It might be more important to save it for the Chain Frost turn, and right now keeping Debbie alive is nice, but I'd rather develop proactive value. I just need to be playing these units. So it's either Roseleaf or Selfish Cleric here, I'm thinking. Whichever one we don't play here, we play on the other side.
15 seconds
I
remaining.
kind of like Roseleaf better here.
How can I help with trouble?
Yikes, this is bad. It's a very, very good gank for him. This game feels a lot worse. This game feels like we lost. I don't know. I think that if we play too safe, we'll basically be blown up by stuff like Chain Frost, right? I think as Red Mist Pillager, part of the reason it's so good is the Chain Frost forces us to play a little too aggressively for what Red Mist Pillager as a card wants to do, basically. Keeping our heroes alive right now, I think it's still too early for this, unfortunately. I think we need to develop more creep pressure. We could Vermusk Blessing. It's too early to DI. If we want to keep our hero alive, it's Vermusk. So his Abaddon is going to tap Borrowed Time. He's going to do that first. So TPing the Ursa out could feel pretty good. I don't think we need mobility here, which means it allows us to develop the Cleric. We need to play the Cleric before the TP, unfortunately. Because otherwise it'll force us to play it into the Abaddon slot. Few options. He could Slay. He could do an aggro Slay by hitting this creep, but that's always wrong. If he has Slay, he uses on a Satyr. Good chance he's about to gold mine us here. Very good chance it's gold mine. Assault Ladders kind of sucks for him, but he can still develop it proactively. Assault Ladders could actually allow him to clock left 1 turn faster, potentially. Okay. Drawing Burning Oil this turn would be really, really nice. Could be game winning, honestly. Ursa going into Lich feels good. Ursa going into PA feels bad. Right now, you have to consider which lane needs more help. Honestly, it's probably mid, right? These creeps do a good job with this. Mid feels like it needs help more than right now, especially because we get Assault Ladders right easier because we have the wider lane right. Going into Lich feels really good. Going into PA feels like the worst thing ever. The most important thing is our Treant is respawning on mana 7, which means we can block Chain Frost pretty well. If this Sorla dies here, to this melee creep, which it might, I mean, it's not going to because he has health items, but let's say it might. If that happens, we can block mid very well. Interesting. 1 item for 10. 1 item for 10 is the Red Mist Maul, which means he has no health items, which means this Sorla will actually probably die. That's a really big deal. Sorla dies, Treant develops mid, and suddenly no Chain Frost right, and then Chain Frost mid is really hurt by Tree. Now, I'm okay with this spawn. It does not particularly tickle me. We'll probably no accident the PA. So now he has the opportunity to give up initiative. There's no reason to do this unless he's clocking this tower. And I don't think there's really a way he can do that. He's looking at his Ogre Conscript. He's looking at his Red Mist Pillager. Odds of him having a second Red Mist are low. If he has a second Red Mist, right now he's doing the math to determine whether he can... Ooh, he's going for it. So, I mean... That's a little spooky. He's going to two-shot our Ancient, which means we got a limited amount of time here. But, I mean, all of his heroes are dying. This Red Mist Maul is so bad for him here. So we no accident this. And all of his black heroes die on the same turn because he can't heal them. So we're locking him out of Chain Frost. Okay, my math is bad. Why did I think it was 10? Something wrong with me?
1 minute until forced surrender.
What happened there? Why did I think it was... Okay. Okay. We have to assault ladders mid. So we put Tree at mid and DI on the Chain Frost turn so that Lich can't really Chain Frost us. I think we have to do that. This left lane is in spooky territory, I will say. We still have this next turn, we can still draw Burning Oil this turn. This is officially spooky territory. Have you thought about switching to MTG Arena? Yes, everyone has. Every single person who's like playing Artifact right now has thought about switching to MTG Arena. But like, I mean, what's thinking about something, right? Am I going to do it? No. I mean, not in the near future anyway. I don't know.
Forced surrender in 30 seconds.
So he's going to kill my Satyr. That feels kind of bad. Oh well.
By helping myself, I'm helping all of us.
Hope this works.
I still like developing this over playing Ramusk. Like, Satyr is something you kind of expect to get trumped out anyway. I just want to go wide. Going wide is kind of safer. So obviously there's no improvements here. We've got the DI, we've got the Red Mist Maul. That's a good buy. So mid no longer really needs help unless Chain Frost comes down, and we're going to stop that with DI. So we just deploy like this, and then we just hope that left lane doesn't literally get one-punched. Can he one-punch left? His Sorl is coming out on the right turn to one-punch left, honestly. We're stopping 2 Red Mist Pillagers from spawning with this melee creep. Oh, we did it! Holy shit! We drew the Burning Oil, guys! It's too late to make a difference, but we got there. We did lose though. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. His Abaddon needs to actually ass pull something to be able to do anything about this.
Let me show you a Glody how a ring to your friends.
Okay, so this number is about to grow substantially. It's gonna go up to like 60 or something.
No one can stand against the red
Oh.
beast.
Ah, it's actually gonna force me to do math.
1
That's
minute
obnoxious.
until forced surrender.
So if he trumps, we slay. 1, 2. Oh my god, this is actually really obnoxious. And I've got like 1 minute to force surrender anyway. We'll do the math on the deployment turn. He's got to do it too. We're basically looking at end the game this turn. We want to slay from the right side. He's got spooky deployments. This Maul might win us the game. Presumably, if he trumps Sorla, we might just have to slay here. That's a big deal. So Ramusk doesn't do anything here. Nothing actually does anything here. We're just going to win the game on the right side, right? I think he might not be able to stop us. Between Maul and slay. I mean, oil doesn't do anything here, right? Is there a chance no, there's no chance I needed to oil there.
come in handy.
Wonder if I committed too many assault ladders mid. I mean, mid needed more the help at the time.
Force surrender in 30 seconds.
Tell us what you need, Shaman.
Force surrender in 20 seconds.
Yeah, oil just doesn't do anything. We assume he chain thrust us, which means pushing damage isn't as valuable
10 seconds
as
until
anything else.
surrender. 5,
Oh yeah, this'll kill someone.
4,
So, the question is, does he have a single thing? Yep. I mean, if he's playing Farver in here and he has those Prowler Vanguards, those do so much more than like a Photic Shield. Tight series. Okay, so we're 3-0 now. That's not bad. I mean, ooh, Bunny Hopor. Bunny Hopor was one of my opponents in a tournament a while back. He's a good player. Okay, we get to redraft. We're out of this shitty deck. We got it. Whew, we made it. Finally. New deck. That feels good. Feels okay.